So what we're going to do today is we're going to change out the Dodge emblem on the front of my 2020 Durango RT with the RT emblem here. And this is the kit that it comes. I bought it off eBay, around 20 bucks or so. It's the emblem. It's a nice heavy metal emblem. Comes with these two studs that you insert in the back. These brackets for the backside and a couple of nuts. Now these brackets here are silver, but I painted them black. So when you look through the grill at them, you don't see any silver or anything like that. So tools you're gonna need are gonna be pretty basic. Just a pry tool kit. I got this little kit from Snap-on, but I mean, I recommend using plastic tools for these guys here. There's 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 that have to pop up, and then this upper piece, what they call a sight shield, is going to pull back. It doesn't pull back all the way or come off all the way because it's attached to the actual grill, and it's a lot of trouble to get all that apart because you got to basically remove the front bumper cover, and you know, it's just way too much work. But it can be done without taking all that apart. So anyway, I do recommend using some kind of a plastic pop tool because you know, being plastic that you're prying against, if you use metal, there's a chance it could crack it. And it's just easier to use, you know, something plastic if you can get it. So anyway, I got this kit from Snap-on, but I'm sure they sell them everywhere. All right, so you just get in here with this little tool and just kind of pop these guys up. Sometimes they can be a little stubborn, but you just get under the edge there, kind of get it lifted up. There's a little notch right here that you can kind of get into. There we go. And just kind of get the little fork in there like that. Kind of pop it up. It's going to pop the center out. And then you get under the rest of it. You'll be able to get under this guy here and just kind of lift it a little bit to be able to, there we go. And it just kind of pops out, and then just, you know, keep these guys together because you don't want to have to go looking for these things if you can't find them. So anyway,
don't ever push them all the way down,
right?
Because then you're going to fight with it again.
Just kind of put it together where it'll kind of stay. All right, so once you got your 4 pins out here, you just kind of reach in here and just kind of pull this back. You'll see it'll just kind of pop out from under this guy here. Just do that on both sides. Give yourself as much room as possible. Get your arms in there, and then this is a little on the tricky side. What you got to do is get to it from behind, and right here is where you've got to get to. So what I'm going to do is you can see in the back there where those little blind rivets are for the emblem. So basically what I'm going to do is get my plastic pop tool and pop the front of the emblem off.
What I did was I took that screwdriver over there and popped up on the washer looking holders, and it made the whole pin come off, which is great because I didn't want to mar the front. And there's this little tab that I was pushing on, and my hand's in the back with the backing plate piece. Now, yes, this can get reused. You just have to use some kind of glue or, you know, like double sticky. Cut all this off.
All right, so what you got here is your assembled emblem. Pretty simple. Now, when the emblem comes, it does not have these threaded rods already inserted. You just insert those. Use like your little double nut trick to get those nice and tight in there. And then you just basically kind of put it, you know, wherever you feel like you like it. What we did was we came over from here, came over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then came up 2 and put it right here. Oh, that's not correct. That's not correct either. We're gonna have to start over. There we go. Okay. All right, so you can put it a little higher if you like. You can put it a little lower. There's a little bit of wiggle room here to just kind of manipulate it however you like it, but you know, just kind of make it nice and level. And then what I did to kind of hold it there is just going to use a couple of small little pieces of masking tape and just kind of hold it in there to make it easier to get to everything on the back side. And that's simple. and then that'll also allow you to, because if you kind of leave it hanging there, there's a chance it could fall out or whatever, but that'll kind of allow you to get back and just kind of take a little quick look at it, make sure it's level how you want it. Now again, these are, you know, kind of adjustable. You know, you can adjust it side to side, up and down a little bit. There is some adjustment here, but you know, some people like it a little lower, you know, a little higher, a little lower, more to the left, right. I've seen some people put them in the middle. You know, this is just where I like to have it. So, okay, so I actually moved it up one more notch. It was a little bit low for me, so I moved it up to there. Kind of hold that in place with that, and then you'll take your little tabs that came with it, your little backing brackets, washers, if you will, and put them, you know, black side this way. Again, they come in silver, painted black, so when you look through the grill, you didn't see a, you know, goofy looking silver thing there. So basically, kind of pull this guy back.
We're gonna hold it back and attach, and then come back.
All right, so basically I've just got an 8mm ratchet wrench through here, okay? And you just kind of get in there, and it is a tight squeeze, but you can get in there on it and just kind of pull this guy back. But it's a little on the tedious side, but you know, if I had to do this over again, like in other words, if a friend or something wanted me to help them with this install, what I would probably do is cut those studs off a little bit, because there's no reason at all for them to be that long. I realize they kind of make it for a universal application, so they made them that long for a reason, but there's really no reason for them to be that long. So I would definitely cut them off. That way you can use like a deep well socket, or you know, something along those lines, because getting to these with a wrench is a little tedious, but it's good. So we're done. All right, so basically it's done. Just gonna peel the tape off here, and you know, make sure we're happy with the location. Looks really good. So much better than the Dodge emblem that was there. That's really what Dodge should have used on this application, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, because this is a very popular mod that I see. So we're basically, all we have to do now is put the sight shields back together, just kind of slide them in place there, and ask your lovely assistant for the pins to go back in. Just take your pin, line everything up, slide it back in. And just push that back in. Pop it back in. Hitch it up, pop it on the other side.
Trying to separate them.
I got it. Pop it in the other side, just kind of lift up, and it'll all kind of go back in this little happy home. Like that.
You put the last one in your pocket.
I did.
It ain't in my pocket.
I guess it's in my pocket, and that's where it's at.
And
He's right again.
And you're not pushing them down yet, just in case you notice something out of whack, or that you didn't get an end in, or
make sure they're all lined up.
You got your tool.
Just kind of push down on the center, pop it into place. That'll put it where it needs to be. Pop and pop, and you get all your tools out of the way. Don't forget anything under the hood. Look it over everything real good. Make sure you didn't forget anything, because it will make a mess under there if you forgot a tool when you close the hood, because everything's a real tight fit. So we'll just close the hood down and call that a project. I think it looks really, really nice. Much better than the Dodge emblem. So, thank you for looking, and hope this video helps some people out that are maybe a little bit intimidated by doing this. It's not hard. Maybe took 10 minutes tops, and really, really nice looking mod.